morning, everyone. We have discussed the first part of the lesson, that is the snake and the mirror. The rest will continue in this session today, right? No sooner had I turned, no sooner had I turned than a fat snake wriggled over the back of the chair and landed on my shoulder. Snakes landing on my shoulder and my turning were simultaneous. Then I did not jump, I did not cry, I did not tremble. Tremble. What is the meaning of tremble? Tremble is the one form of the verb shiver, shake, or quiver. I did not tremble, I did not shake, because there was no time to do such kind of things. The snake slithered, moved very slowly along my shoulder and coiled around my left arm. Slithered, moved slowly. This is V2 and V3 form of the verb. Move slowly. And coiled. We discussed already in the beginning of the lesson. Coiled, twisted or turned around any part of your body. The snake slowly slithered and coiled around my left arm. The homeopath is narrating, saying that the snake slowly coiled around his left arm. Above the elbow, this is called elbow, above the elbow here. The hood was spread. The hood was spread. Hood means expanded part of the snake, expanded part of the head. Expanded part of snake's head here. Expanded part of snake's head here. Right? The hood spread, and it was to say that merely just 3 to 4 inches to my face. The snake spread its hood and it was just 3 to 4 inches. I was sitting and holding my breath. I was turned to stone. I was no more a normal man. I was turned to stone, but my mind was very active. The door opened into darkness. The room was completely surrounded by darkness. In that lighting of the lamp, I sat there like a stone image in the flesh and blood. I sat there like a stone image in the flesh and blood. Anybody could feel at that moment the presence of God, or the creator of the universe, or creator of this world. Nothing but God. I too felt the same. I can say that God was there. And God heard my prayer. Suddenly, the snake turned its direction towards the mirror. Then, in my heart, words are very bright in color. Oh God, you saved me. But there was some pain in my left arm, as if some leaden rod, a thick leaden rod, No, a rod which was made of molten fire, means which was heated with a high temperature. Right? It was slowly but powerfully crushing my arm. The arm was beginning to be drained of all strength. Drained, taken away. Drained, taken away the strength from my arm. What could I do then? At that slightest moment, the snake would strike me. You know, strike is a verb. And what are the three forms of the verb strike? Normally, you think that it is simply adding ed. This is an irregular verb. Strike, struck, struck. The three forms of strike, struck, struck. V1, V2, V3. Right? Suddenly, the snake would strike me. Death was waiting or lurked, lying or waiting. Lie or wait. Just, we can say merely, 4 inches away to me. Death lurked 4 inches away to me. Suppose if it stuck, there was no medicine in my room, and I was just a poor, foolish and stupid doctor. Then I forgot my danger. I smiled feebly at myself. Feebly is an adverb, feeble is an adjective. Now, the synonym or the meaning of feebly is weakly. Inactive smile, very weak smile. There is no activeness in that smile. It seemed that as if God appreciated. Suddenly the snake turned its direction into the mirror and saw its own reflection. It was the first time I had ever looked in my life that snake looking into the mirror. Was it admiring its own beauty, or was it trying to take any important decision like growing a thin mustache, or you trying to use any eyeshadows or mascara, or trying to wear a vermilion. Vermilion means a bright red color spot. A bright red color spot. Bright red color spot on the forehead of it. Is it thinking like that? Or else, why do the snake? Look at it. I did not know anything sure about it. What sex was the male? Whether it was male or female, I never knew. Homeopath was telling that I never knew the sex of the snake. The snake unwound itself from my arm and slowly slithered into my lap. From there it crept. Creep is V1, crept is V2. It crept onto the table, jumped onto the table and moved towards the mirror. Perhaps, maybe, it was looking its reflection at the closer quarters, very close to the mirror. I was no mere image cut in granite. I repeat, listen carefully. I was No mere image cut in granite. Cut in granite. You see, I was not just an image cut in granite. I was not like a statue now. I turned to a normal man. I suddenly became a man of flesh and blood. A man of flesh and blood. These two are very important. A man of flesh and blood, which is telling that, one is telling that I no longer stood like a statue, and this is telling that I turned to a normal man. And still I was holding my breath. I got up from the chair. I went out through the door into the veranda, and I ran where I was worth. I ran. Then here you should understand, children. I ran. Then I gave a sigh of relief. After escaping from the danger, or just the danger completed, I have come out of that danger. We give an exclamation, that is, phew. It is just a sigh of relief. I ran and I gave a sigh of relief, phew. All of us lit biddies who were listening to my tale, all of them lit biddies. Somebody asked, one of my friends who was listening asked, "Doctor, is your wife very fat?" No. The doctor said that God willed otherwise. God wished otherwise. My life companion is a thin, reedy person, and I was blessed with a sprinter, with the gift of a sprinter, means a fast runner. I wished to have a fat woman who could not run back of me, but God willed otherwise, that is, giving me the gift of sprinter. Someone else asked, "Doctor, when you ran, did the snake follow you?" The doctor replied, "I ran and ran till I reached one of my friend's house. Immediately after reaching my friend's house, I applied oil all over myself and took a bath. I changed into fresh clothes. The next morning, along with my friend, at 8:30 and one or two others, went to my room to move my things to the other room. But we found very little to carry. Some thief had removed my things, most of my things. The room had been cleaned out completely, but not really. What is that not really cleaned out? The thief had left one thing, which was a great insult to me. What was that? I asked. One of them asked. The doctor said that it was my vest, my inner garment, which was very dirty. This fellow had such a sense of cleanliness. This rascal could have taken it to home and washed with soap and water and use it. But this thief had sense of cleanliness. Did you see that snake the next day, doctor? The doctor laughed. I have never seen it since. It was a snake which was which was taken with its own beauty. That's all I can say about the snake and the mirror. This was narrated by homeopathic doctor to the author directly also. Right? Here, what is the theme of the lesson? It was the encounter with the snake, which was very humorous. It would have harmed the snake, but admired its own beauty and reflection at the closer quarters, did not do anything to the homeopathic doctor. That narration and that incident was really humorous. The title of the lesson, that is, The Snake and the Mirror, is apt because the incident is about the snake which had a look into the mirror. So I can say that the title is the apt title and the narration was really humorous. I hope you all understand. Thank you, children.